in this scenario, we use the classic butterfly sweep, so that way we can open up a body lock attack position against our opponent. Now, when you go for the butterfly sweep, ideally you're doing it with the intention of actually sweeping your opponent. The reality of it is that nothing is always perfect. So many times your opponent's going to be able to post out and they're going to be able to stop your butterfly sweep. That's when you transition to something else. And the body lock is presented to you because, one, if you're doing the butterfly sweep, more often than not, you already have an underhook on your opponent, and your opponent is presenting the opening for you to go to the body lock against them. So this is what I'm talking about. This is not a video about how to do the butterfly sweep. Watch the butterfly guard section on the Grapplers Guide. There's other resources also on the butterfly sweep. This is a video on how to wrestle up from this particular situation to get a body lock on your opponent and create a wrestle up scenario. So I'm here like this. I'm able to establish my underhook. All right, so when I establish my underhook, I like to curl. Usually when I get underhooks, I swim in like this. Right? It just gives me more of, I feel like it gives me more of an accurate measure in terms of being able to get inside this space. Now obviously I have to grip fight and then come inside and do this stuff, right? So I come here, I then work to get control of his wrist or his elbow. I'll show you a different angle. And then I'm just trying to sweep in. So I want to wrestle up. I might even be terrible at butterfly sweeps. I might never get successful butterfly sweeps. However, if I am good enough to be able to make him post, if I'm good enough to at least be able to lift his legs up sometimes, I can now use my terrible butterfly sweep to do a lot of follow-up attacks against my opponent. So I come here, I go for my butterfly sweep, and he posts. So here, I have a post with my elbow, he posts, his leg is light. Even if his leg is on the ground a little bit, his leg is still light. But look at this opening here. And he posts in his other hand. I'll show you a different angle. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this foot on the ground, do a technical stand-up, and then come around his body. Now from there, I drive into him, and I take him down. Honestly, in my opinion, this is one of the most underrated attacks from the butterfly sweep because it is so common for your opponent to post on the ground, and it is so common for people to end up in this situation from the butterfly sweep that you really should have a body lock follow-up against your opponent. It really is a useful tool to have. If we show you this angle, I get my positioning, so we're fighting. Well, my fight, I get this underhook. I either hold his wrist or I hold his hand. But understand once again, I actually do not care if he posts out. I just want to sweep him enough to post out. Now when I do this, I sweep on an angle. I do not go backwards. I don't do this. If I do this, look, all of his weight is on top of me, and I can't actually do this. I have to do at least a proper attempt at a butterfly sweep. Even if my butterfly sweep is not good, I still have to try to properly attempt it. So when we're here, and I get underneath, I'm angling to my shoulder. Now look, see how he posted? I'm on my elbow like this. This hand has an underhook on him, and his leg is a little bit lighter. So his leg that's on my right side is a little bit lighter. From here, I take my foot that was hooked on his inner thigh, put it down. I'm literally in a technical stand-up position. Now from here, I do a technical stand-up to my knee. I'm not standing up all the way. I bring my leg out, put my head inside his chest, grab around his body, just lift your arm up here. I grab around his body like this with a C grip. And then from here, you can put your hand back down. I drive everything into him towards his posted hand. That is essentially what I'm doing. If we do this angle, we come inside, I go to sweep him, he posts, boom, come around, and then I drive. So what I'm doing, if I show you without Elliot, I have my position. I come inside. I go to sweep. Now look, I'm like this. Literally, like this. Plant here, hug, and then watch my knees. I literally start doing a penetration step. I start running with my knees as I pull him in, so that way I can break him down. And ideally, this should all be, one consecutive attack. When I'm inside, I come here, right? I go for the sweep, bang. Now I come up. That's my position. Let's show you the back view here. I go inside, I go to sweep him. Bam. This angle, I'm able to get my proper position. I do my sweep attempt. And then I come around and I grab my body lock and I attack him. Notice, when I'm doing this, I'm literally doing this just with the intention of getting him to post. And also one thing to notice is when I go to come up, right? Let's say I'm here and I go to sweep him. A lot of times I come up to a double knee. I'm coming up to a double knee and a bam. Then I'm just going here and I just keep driving. My head drives into his chest. I pull my hands in and then I break him down so I can go for the body lock sweep off of my butterfly sweep attempt.